Hello there, Taylor with the Multi-Empo Report. So what is happening in the land of Cyclonus Tropicalis? Let's find out, shall we? So we've still got Tropical Cyclone Garry out here. And in fact, if you go to the storm tracker page, there are still a gale warning remains in force for these areas. So there is still problems, obviously, and you can see there. So lots of little tiny islands where Garry is moving by, but luckily, Garry forecasted to continue to weaken, so that's decent. Of course, that's when you can have problems in terms of rainfall and stuff, because as the storm starts to fall apart, all of the stuff that's been up in the sky has to go somewhere to the ground. So that is Garry. We've got a new one out here who is potentially going to cause ill effects for Madagascar in the future. This would be Tropical Depression 13 as of now. I believe JTWC is actually calling this Tropical Cyclone 13 because they call everything a cyclone regardless of intensity. If it's in certain basins of the ocean, that seems to be how it goes. So at the 120-hour mark of the forecast, it is predicted to become the equivalent of a Category 1 hurricane strength-wise. So right now it's just at 30 knots, so just kind of a weak little storm. But soonish, in fact, if you go to the storm track page, you can see the satellite loop. So this thing, it doesn't look like it's moving all that much, just kind of looks like it's building up in place. That's, that's my guess. So I believe this is Maurice, and that is La Reunion, to give you a perspective of what we are looking at. So 13 is potentially going to be a big storm, at least that's predicted. So obviously, if you're out in that area, you should keep an eye on that. So otherwise, we've got some areas of invest. So we've got this per Fiji, low chance of tropical cyclone formation out in this area. We've still got this low chance per the JTWC to the west of Madagascar, which it's been hanging out there for several days. It was as high as a medium recently-ish, but then they dropped it to a low, and it just hung out as a low chance. In fact, let's see if we can get a satellite view of that. So it's apparently this thing. That's my guess. So there's the new storm, and there's the area of invest. And then over in the Northwest Pacific, we've still got this spaghetti models thing. Area of invest, 96 WP, however, still has not had any kind of outlook area put on it by the JTWC. So will it turn into something? Who knows? Apparently not anytime soon. But yes, so that is what is happening right now. So severe thunderstorm weather-wise for the US today. Still relaxed and groovy. However, day 4, this is the thing where it started, what, day 8? I have no idea. Started several days ago where they put something on the map. And then yesterday was the first time that the Storm Prediction Center had said that there was too much disagreement between the forecast models for them to say where things are. Well, apparently, if you go and read the thing, it says there's much better agreement, much better consensus now between the models as to what's going to happen. So apparently, widespread damaging winds would be the threat, because they actually did kind of mention it, but tornadoes, because it said, okay, so here's the sentence. Damaging winds, possibly widespread, will be the greatest hazard with this convection. However, low-level shear will be strong enough for tornadoes as well. Yes. So, damaging wind type things, potentially derecho type events, potentially, but probably not. I don't know, that's pretty rare. That's where you get damaging, the straight line thing, straight line wind damage that's like for hundreds and hundreds of miles. So day 4 definitely, which would be January 29th, Tuesday, and apparently potentially if you read it, it says potentially into day 5 as well. Yes, so that is where the potential for severe weather currently is. So that is something, if you are in those areas, you should absolutely be paying attention to. So yes, severeweathertv.com is the official homepage of the screencast. WikiWix is wickedwx.com. Cyclocane is cyclocane.com. That is it for today, and hopefully you are staying safe out there.